Hello, Dumelang. My name is Balisa Kharimeza, and I'm going to be telling my story about losing Mohau. So it is inspired. I was just at a retail store now, picking up a book that was delivered that I bought from one of my coaches, right? So as I'm picking up the parcel, I hand the cashier my ID book. Inside my ID book, it's this cute little incy wincy footprint of my daughter. So she sparks a conversation. She says, "Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful." And I'm like, "Hey, the owner unfortunately has passed on. And my intention is to actually laminate it. I'm actually gonna even make a key holder out of it, you know." And she's like, "No, you should do that." So she assists me. And as I walk away, she's now sad. I felt so bad for her. So really, I'm laughing. "Oh, how now you sad? I'm cool, you know." It is what it is. So based on that, I got inspired to tell the story again. I've already told the story on my Facebook profile. If you go search Palisa Polkarameza, that's my Facebook. That's where I've told the story previously. And based on the impact that it had and the lady's reaction today, I thought, you know what? So many other people need to hear the story. So I'm a mother of three, including my angel Mohau. I've got two boys. One is aged 9 and the younger brother is age 7. When the little sister passed on, my oldest was 4, the younger brother was 2, and she passed on when she was 5 months old. So I found out that I was pregnant with Mohau around October. So I started using prevention. I think I started with the injection, and and it was my first time, by the way, after 2 kids. And based on how everybody else reacted to it, weight gain, and all of that, I decided, let me try out the pill. I went to the pharmacy. We actually did a pregnancy test with the nurse. I stopped using the injection. I moved over to the pill, and I was taking the pill. I wasn't getting my period, and I assumed, I know, I don't understand how these contraception things work, so I'm assuming it's because I'm on contraception. Then weeks go by, and I start feeling butterflies. Now I'm doing my research. I'm asking other friends that I know have been on contraceptive if it's supposed to be giving me those butterflies. Nobody understands what butterflies I'm talking about. I continue with my life. Then I start feeling this pain, like on my waist by the bladder slash kidney there. That pain was sharp and painful. So during my lunch break, I go to the doctor. As soon as I walk into the doctor's room, I'm telling my doctor, I have a relationship with my doctor. Dog, I'm feeling this pain here. I just recently started using contraceptives. She says, "You pregnant?" I'm like, "Me pregnant?" And then she says to me, "Lie on the bed." As I lie on the bed, she's like, "You're about 6 months pregnant." Yo, I wept. I cried tears. Anyway, that was in October. Fast forward in Jan, I gave birth. So I literally had about 3 months to prepare mentally, emotionally, financially. Anyway, gave birth in Jan, and she was healthy. Everything was good. We came home, breastfeeding went well, and all of that. Then I tried out having a nanny. She stayed for a month. It didn't work out. We know how it sometimes goes with nannies. And then I decided we're gonna take her to crèche. She was about 4 months at the time, and the crèche was about a street away from where I was staying at the time. So in terms of convenience, and I also had a relationship with the lady at the crèche. She raised my two other boys, so it is somebody that I trusted. So on the day that she passed on, normal morning routine, we prepared her for crèche and the boys, left home, went to drop my partner off at his job. Drop the middle child off at this lady. Went to drop my partner off at his job. And then me and my oldest were driving to drop him off at crèche. And then I get a call from my partner to say that The lady at the crèche is called and the child is not breathing. I'm thinking, I just got back from maternity leave. Worst case scenario, ICU, I'm going to take a few days off work. I'm calm. I drive the older one to crèche. I drop him off. Then I drive to the hospital. Only when I get to the hospital and I'm looking for parking and I can't find parking and I'm frustrated and the reality of the situation really comes in to say there's a possibility, that now I'm at the hospital. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's happening, what condition the child is in. So I do finally find parking. I go into the hospital. I find my partner there with the lady that had brought her in. She is devastated. We're in the waiting room, and then the nurse requests to see us, with the including the lady that dropped her off. So we go in. My partner had noticed at that time that the curtain was closed, but I didn't notice anything. So we go in. The doctors explain that the condition that she was in when they got there, the teacher, and they tried to resuscitate. Apparently, with a baby, you only supposed to resuscitate for a certain amount of time. They went over and beyond. They tried pumping her stomach. They did all they can, and those dreaded words at the end of unfortunately she didn't make it. I didn't respond immediately. I literally just stayed into space, literally. From there, they took her to where her little cute yellow bone body was. And the nurse is like, "You are never going to have another opportunity to hold your child. Hold your child." We held her, both Daddy and I held her. And we had to move to another room because then I have to service other patients. At this stage, our family members are coming through, our friends are coming through. We had to sit there at the hospital and wait for police to come and question the lady, to come and question us, the parents. We had to wait for the government mortuary to come and take the body because now it's an investigation. So, yeah, that's how that day went. And then when I did do the interview on Facebook, it was somebody else who was interviewing me. And she was just asking, obviously, how everything happened that day, how I found out that I was pregnant, and as well as what I miss about her. So she would have been 5, and every year we celebrate her birthday. We buy cake, we switch on a candle. Obviously, now that she would have been 5, the thoughts are, I imagine how she would have been speaking. She inspired me to actually turn natural and stop relaxing my hair, and I'm still keeping that going. And yeah, I obviously think of how, um, her voice, how she would have sounded, the relationship she would have had. And my intention was that we are going to rock two skirts like all the way, winter, summer. So yeah, those are the type of thoughts that I have. And after speaking up, sharing my story, every time I share my story, I realize that so many other women have gone through what I've been through. So my aim is just to reach out to those women who have been through that. And besides losing a child, so many of us, especially in the past 2 years, have lost so many other people. Just to know that you're not alone, and there's healing and there's light. And it is painful, and you're allowed to process all of those feelings, despite what anybody else might say. That the things that we were hearing at the time was that she was just a baby. And the process of I had to go through the process of going to the chemist, getting medication to stop the milk, and all that trauma. It's a very traumatic experience. So I just wanted to reach out. I really hope that this video does resonate with somebody out there. Excuse me. I hope that it gives you courage to face the storm of losing your offspring, losing your, is it our seed or is it the main seed? But yeah, losing that person that you carried for 9 months and going through the stigma. There's a stigma to it, especially in our black community. Um, just that pain, processing everything, and the healing process as well. So I will be coming back again and just talking about this experience and other related experience that I've been through as well. So thank you for taking time to watch my video. If you have any questions, please do post on the comment. Please do like my video and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time.